We are back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. So what I said at the beginning of the show is we were celebrating, we were also going to be commemorating. So you know how I feel about the Martin Luther King Day holiday. I don't believe that it's a day for Martin Luther King Day sales and all those other goofy things that people do on Martin Luther King's birthday. I think it is a time to remember. I think it is a time to reflect. And I think it is a time to rejuvenate. What better way to rejuvenate, re-energize than through song? Which is why I personally believe that the event Let Freedom Sing is the perfect way to do that. You got two opportunities to do that, Saturday and Monday. Here to talk about the two performances of Let Freedom Sing, two individuals that bring different perspectives to the event. Chris Rust is one of the co-founders of the event. He is also the producer of this year's event. It is 13 years.
That's right.
13 years old.
Right.
And Jaquia May is one of the performers this year. And we're going to tell you, you're even going to get a sneak preview of what she's going to do. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
So
for having us.
I mean, 13 years later, Chris, I mean, this has just grown by leaps and bounds over the last 12 years. How does that make you feel?
Great. It's
Okay,
good.
we're done.
Listen.
No, it's something our region needs. Martin Luther King was a great American hero, and the things that he talked about and stood for and fought for are things that we need to keep focused on now. And to remember and think about and to continue to fight for.
So Let Freedom Sing.
That's right.
Tell me what the thought process was in the title.
So like you said, what better way than through song to lift up the ideas of unity and diversity, of bringing people together, of lifting our voice for social justice. What better way than through spirituals and through civil rights songs and through gospel music, and now through hip hop music.
Through hip hop music. And that's where Jaquia's been over there, grinning from ear to ear. But that's really an exciting component of this year's performance.
It is. I just enjoy being able to bring not just hip hop, but gospel, jazz, poetry, spoken word, soul, and blues. That's definitely me. Yeah.
And real interesting because, and I don't know how old you are. I just know that you're way younger than me. Okay, that much I do know. You're way younger than me. But when you then think about Martin Luther King, and you think about Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy, how do you internalize that?
I love the fact that I'm still learning about Martin Luther King. I love history, so history is just one of those things, especially Martin Luther King. I'll be the person that will watch Martin Luther King's speeches and just listen to him and want to break down different events on how he's been able to become and to grow. I want to be able to help teach and help inspire youth to make sure that they can become someone like Martin Luther in their own way. So Martin Luther King is so special to me. He reminds me of Malcolm X. It makes me think of Booker T. Washington and Frederick Douglass and so many amazing heroes. So I just think of how he's been able to be so special with his voice, how he's been able to carry on his legacy when it comes to his voice is so special, especially when it comes to hip hop, because that it's so recognizable that you can hear it and it just sets the whole tone. It changes the song, the direction goes differently. So when you talk about Martin Luther King, you're talking about something so special, especially to a black girl like me. Martin Luther King is very special.
Interesting. So, Chris, this year, two performances.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about the performances, the dates, the locations, and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, two performances this Saturday, January 18 at Ebenezer Baptist Church, and then on Monday, January 20th.
Which is the actual King holiday.
The actual King holiday. We're going to be at Woodland Hills High School this year, and that's a new venue for us. The Woodland Hills High School Choir has participated for the last 2 years, and so they are going to be the hosts for the second concert this year,
All right.
which will be great. When we started these concerts 13 years ago, we did the Saturday night concert at a church and the Monday night concert in a school. I think having it in a historic black church like Ebenezer Baptist Church, having it in a public school, in a civic location, in an auditorium, this music translates in both locations. It has that spiritual aspect. It has historic roots in the black church, the civil rights movement
Oh,
does.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also a message we need in the civic space.
Right. And it incorporates the young people, the students
Right.
as well. Now,
Right.
how big is the choir this year? Roughly.
We'll have over 100 singers.
Wow.
From 6 different choirs. We have the choir from Kappa, Pittsburgh Kappa. We have singers from Avonworth High School.
Okay.
We have singers from Woodland Hills High School. Then we have singers from the Ebenezer Baptist Church, from the Temple Sinai, and the Unitarian Universalist churches of Greater Pittsburgh, and
So you're good because usually when you start naming groups, you always leave somebody else. So
right.
you're
Right.
good.
No, I haven't. So I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
So and then 2 community groups, the Leamington Chorale, and then our sort of core group is the Heritage Gospel Chorale of Pittsburgh, which is under the direction of Dr. Herbert Jones, who is the co-founder with me of
Okay,
the
all
Let
right.
Freedom Sing concerts.
Who is Pittsburgh history
Right.
in himself. Exactly.
Right.
Now, there's not a fee, correct? Is there a ticket price? It's
No,
pay what
there's-
you can.
It's donate what you will.
Okay.
We take up a donation that benefit the concerts and the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank.
Okay. All right.
So at both concerts you'll have the opportunity to contribute, but there is no ticket to get in. There's no fee to get in.
Okay. But Saturday night is at Ebenezer. It starts at what time?
7 o'clock both nights.
7 o'clock both nights. So Saturday night at Ebenezer, Monday night at Woodland Hills, and folks can really come to both. In fact, they may want to. I remember the first year that I was involved, I really felt like once wasn't enough. You kind of had to be there both. I'll be there
Right.
both nights.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to it.
And Jaquia May, she's an artist associated with One Hood,
One
Pittsburgh.
Hood, exactly.
And we're really glad to have the involvement of One Hood this year. So Jaquia will be our featured performer on Saturday night. We're featuring another performer, Vic, on Monday night.
Okay, and we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, you're doing a very special number.
Yes.
It was a tribute to your mom.
Yes.
Tell
yes,
us
yes,
just
yes.
a little bit, 20 seconds about it.
Sure. So Lenore Johnson O'Day was a black woman who was an activist and an educator from Wilkinsburg. And she fought and did a lot of different things here in Wilkinsburg. And she passed on in 1996 from breast cancer. So
Wow.
I'm going to
okay.
just
And
celebrate
you wrote
her.
this piece.
Yes, I
tribute
did.
to your
Yes,
mom.
yes.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to hear that. So stick around. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.